I feel very fortunate to have been raised in Mexico. I'm the third generation who's crossed the border. My grandfather moved to the United States, my father went to Mexico, and I've come back. I think about that a lot as to why in my work, I don't try to bring that out more, but then again, I get involved with the book structure, I fall in love with the text, I fall in love with the typeface, and then the book sort of comes out from the inside and not so much trying to show who I am. So there are other times within my artwork that I give myself the opportunity to go discover something completely foreign to myself. I admire artists who can, pull from with their cultural experiences to be the primary motivator for their artwork. But my primary motivator has to do more with discovering new structures for books. The idea for the book structure generally comes from within the content somehow. A book that's in progress is by a poet who used to live in Illinois called Todd Moore. And it is his account of a battle in the Civil War. And some of the things that come to mind from that are some of the sounds, and how can I reproduce some of the sounds of some of the materials. Obviously, the Civil War poem is a very graphic, violent one, and so in the making of the handmade paper, there are some splatters of red which very, simply symbolize the blood from the war. But there are more subtle things in terms of how do raindrops look when they hit, dusty ground, and we've used that idea in making of some of the handmade paper. So sometimes, in trying to make a book structure or picking materials for the book, you may look at very obvious things as the graphic, violent nature and blood and symbolizing that with red splatters on paper. Otherwise, other times there may be very subtle things like raindrops hitting the ground or very subtle sounds, and I think that's one thing that we don't take a lot of time to think about. What is the sound of this sheet going to sound like when you turn the page? I have to say that the most enjoyable part is the making of them, trying to figure it all out. Once you finish them, they really are it's like something that's in the past. For me, bringing them out to show after they're done is less interesting to me than to talk to other people who work within this world, the book world. I would rather talk to them about the projects that I'm working on versus showing the ones that I've done.